Criticizing does not mean bashing. Calling out bad behavior does not mean bashing.
He also threatened to bash me in Chiang Mai at Maya Mall one night before all the drama went down.
Now that lie sounds familiar. He's not only using the same lie over and over about the same person, he's also using the same lies about different people.
Another thing he said is that I have supposedly posted on my Facebook group, Just Vegan, that I will bash Freely's teeth in if I see her in Chiang Mai, which is like what the fuck. So he said that and said there's no screenshots because I deleted it so quickly or something stupid like that. He said people have sent me messages and then I blocked them. No one sent me any messages or anything. However, several people have tried to hack my Facebook account, probably to post that type of thing, take a screenshot and then delete it.
And they do fabricate evidence. They have created fake profiles for underage girls sending me messages trying to have sex with me on the internet. And then they take photographs of those fake profiles sending me those messages and, share them on the internet to defame me.
And I've got the emails, I've got the proof.
Durian Ryder is such a goddamn joke that there is no way his allegations against me could ever be used in a court of law in France in my divorce case. I do talk openly about the fact that I have a 3-year-old daughter. And I'm in court right now trying to resolve the petty details of exactly how much time I get to spend with my daughter, when I get to see her, etc. I do not think there is any chance that my ex-wife's lawyer would take, these statements off the internet that I was supposed to be arrested in Thailand for pedophilia or being a sex predator and present them in a court of law. I think there's a 0% chance of that. But you know what? It's tremendously sad just to even think about that possibility. It's tremendously sad to think that someone fabricating this kind of case against me could actually deprive me of the right to see my daughter. Okay? Simultaneously, this is a situation that is completely fake, and yet it's the realest thing in the world. Simultaneously, I can say to you, this is so serious that it's not a game. And I can also say to you, this is a complete joke. It's just a fucking game.
And it's also a big game to them. It's a game, and everything is a game, and they always play to win.
So first Harley accused Isol of all these things, then he do the whole victim hero speak thing, which also didn't work. So next up is an apology video. And as we saw in part 2, his apologies is really just more lies and slander disguised as an apology.
Am I perfect? Am I perfect? Definitely not. Now this situation has been fantastic because it shows who your friends are, who's ready to back you. I'm not perfect. I snap. And we had a situation here where I overreacted. Last year we had a guy, the Jack Francis dude, who sexually assaulted a couple of young women in our group.
Jack Francis, let's see. Durian Ryder randomly came out with some serious rape allegations. Sexual assault, rape allegations. And it was like, he was like, oh my god, there's totally a man that's sexually assaulted people and I'm going to the police with all this information. Never been anything mentioned about it afterwards.
So this is what happens if you don't speak up against Harley's lies. With time they become this kind of truth that he will bring up again and again and again. Now I don't know anything about Jack Francis, but I'm not gonna believe anything Harley says. My theory is that he went after Jack Francis because he looked at him as a threat.
This Dr. Evil guy, he's been slamming me and Freely hardcore on the net. This is a guy who's pro-animal vivisection. He thinks vivisection is a good thing.
I'm against vivisection. I would love to see vivisection eliminated 100%. I'm interested in a 100% elimination of vivisection. Ethically and morally, I agree there is no such thing as necessary torture, as justifiable torture. I have no idea how anyone can be stupid enough to watch this channel and think that I'm pro-vivisection, when that's a set of examples I've discussed in depth from day one on this channel, from the very first video talking about veganism on this channel.
So Harley purposefully pushed this misconception that ISIL is pro-vivisection, even though ISIL has made it perfectly clear that he's not.
He thinks Cowspiracy is a bunch of hippie bullshit.
Cowspiracy. It's a very interesting film. The film presents many plain facts about ecology, about veganism, about the environmental devastation that's caused by meat production. This film is drawing attention to the overwhelming importance of animal agriculture, of meat production, in causing a long list of the world's environmental and ecological problems.
Best vegan documentaries. I find the documentary crew are just money hungry people, very, very money hungry, and they don't do documentaries to make money on it.
So yet again, another projection.
And I'm pretty sure he said in his video that eating beef is more sustainable than eating apples.
The bad news is that yes, a lot of vegans are using flawed and misleading statistics in arguing their case. The good news is that when you look into all the details, you're going to find that, veganism still not only has a massive moral advantage, it also has an ecological advantage.
And he's literally written to hundreds of my friends on Facebook, hundreds of them.
Isn't it a bit strange that if ISIL has sent all these creepy messages to all these people, not even one single correspondence has gotten out? Yet we've seen several of Harley's correspondences.
But then he starts contacting a 16-year-old girl here. And he's like, where you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking, no way. This is not happening again.
He's contacted a 16-year-old girl and blah, blah, blah. And no, this is not happening again. That's pretty vague. He's not really saying anything there. I mean, we've all seen the messages and it was nothing. What's interesting though is I contacted many of the people Harley has targeted, and one of them told me that Harley has been harassing a 16-year-old. Unfortunately, most of them don't want to be involved, as this person say that this is what he wants, like it fuels his social media. He makes money from this.
Parasitic existence. Narcissists, because they operate from this attitude of outrageous entitlement, blinding degree of selfishness, lack of empathy, lack of remorse. It's all about them all the time. So it's not uncommon for a lot of them to live what's called a parasitic existence. They just destroy lives on so many different levels. It's really just heartbreaking.
This person also told me about Acorn, a cyberbullying reporting agency in Australia. So I just want to spread that message to everyone he has targeted. I know Joe Best is watching these videos.
Joe Best, you're still a fucking fat slob. You're still fucking obese, and you're still going to KFC. Why don't you tell your audience the last time you ate at KFC was? Why don't you explain to them why you're still obese? Why don't you explain that, you fat fuck? Anyway, gee, seriously, man, you are one jealous fat fuck. I'm not being mean in this video, just being straight up honest, man. Straight up honest, because I've seen it all, and I've seen, guys like you, Joe, who just come into community to make money. You're just a fat, obese fucking businessman, Joe. That's all you are. But basically, Joe Best still fat, sick, and nearly dead. They're still fat, they're still scamming, they're still jelly as fuck. Still not getting any pussy. None of those two motherfuckers get any pussy, except for the Chinese or Thai hookers they're banging with the cash they make from their friends, or the money they steal from the audience. Think about it. Truth sees truth. Joe Best, worst transformation. Still a fat flog. No, Joe Best's not even fucking fat. He's motherfucking obese. He's fucking obese. Bro, you're fucking obese, man. Look in the mirror. Have you seen Joe Best's new shoes? Neither has he. Joe, look in the fucking mirror, bro. You're fucking obese. You're not even fat. You're obese. You haven't even seen your shoes. Joe Best is like 80% body fat.
I suggest he should report him, and also, like everyone in the vegan community that he has slandered and lied about. There's it's pretty much everyone. If we all report him, then maybe they'll do something about it. This person also told me that Harley has been accusing people of rape for about 8 years. 8 years. And here's the part about the 16-year-old he had cyberbullied 2 years ago. And also the girl who had been beaten by her boyfriend that I showed in part 1. So everyone that has been targeted by him, that sees this, go back and report him. Report the old posts. And maybe he will face some consequences.
And people say, you should just go and have a nice friendly chat with him. Would you go and have a nice friendly chat with someone who's a vivisection fucking promoter? Someone who's slamming your girlfriend for all her hard work?
So this is the apology video, yet he's repeating the same lies. And what's interesting is that since this video, Harley and his girlfriend has broken up. And let's take a look at how Harley talks about his now ex-girlfriend. She dated a few steroid head gym rats and took all sorts of stuff to lose weight. Freely pretends to be this virginal princess. If someone wants to fuck half of Sydney's steroid-fueled bodybuilding community, then that's their choice, just be open about it. So clearly he's saying that Freely has done this. So here he's saying Freely would be a broke stripper if it weren't for him. And there's tons and tons of examples of this, I'm just showing a few. Here he says Freely got passed around the steroid heads and that she was like a gym bicycle. And here's Freely's brother saying that people on the outside don't realize how bad Harley is harassing his sister. He's also mentioning the SMS that I showed previously. And also gonna show more messages later in the series. So yeah, again, ISIL bashing Freely is just more projections. Harley is the one that is bashing her.
And I left a comment on this guy's Facebook page. He's got like 5 followers. Instagram's got 2 followers. And I said, you know, if you're so tough, if you want to fight me, come to my Q&A and bring your pedo mate.
He went to Jake's profile, Jake Eames, and said, "Good work on defending a pedophile, mate." Jake replied to this, accusing someone of being a pedophile without having any proof whatsoever. Kudos. Which is true, Rider has no proof at all. Then Rider replies, "Hey buddy, come fly over to Chiang Mai and confront me in person, or shut the fuck up and stop being a jealous little whining bitch." Again, that's what Jake said, and he replied, "You're a fucking cancer on the vegan community, mate. You will probably get knocked out this week by someone. Haha, I will send this video to a few of the lads and hopefully you end up on World Star Hip Hop." Whatever the fuck that means.
Now, World Star Hip Hop is a website that's infamous for posting videos of violent fights. Did you notice what else is on there though? Child abuse. This is exactly what he's accusing ISIL of. Considering the level of projections Harley has, that is actually pretty scary.
He is threatening someone of the probably most pacifistic, nicest persons in the vegan movement, Jake Eames. I have nothing bad to say about him. And then he is threatening Jake Eames. Like, what the fuck are you even doing? And then going on someone else's profile who is so friendly and nice, Jake Eames, and then calling him all kinds of shit and threatening him with violence.
Why did he back down against me and instigate with Sam? For the same reasons that he backed down against me and then tried to instigate with Jake Eames. Durian Rider is a bully. Durian Rider is a coward. He only wants to punch people who are smaller than him.